The Rising Stars program was started a few years ago when I decided that there were many children that needed a place to go where they weren't bullied, just a brief time out, a time where they could, so to speak, catch their breath. And I decided I wanted to do something like that because I saw a need. I wanted to add a little bit different element. I wanted to be able, along with invaluable mentors, to place a seed in their awareness how valuable they are as humans. Not only how valuable they are, but their creative abilities, the knowledge that they think they may not have, to be able to share with them. There may be a way you can tap into that knowledge that you think you don't have. This seed that is one of my goals to plant is for that individual, once they leave the property, over the years, to allow it to germinate at its own pace. In that way, it is different from most camps. There are children that come from all over, as far away as Oregon, Vermont, New Mexico, Colorado, Minnesota, California, Michigan, many, many different states. The works of art the children have presented and manifested are truly that, works of art. And yet, they're children. And so we have private time where we can sit down and chat one-on-one, where deeper concerns on the part of that particular rising star comes out, if they choose. Through their creative ability, during the camp process, they're actually able to work through a great deal of those things that may be bothering them, or just things they need answers to. And that's another unique thing about the camp. It is not a camp for just psychological growth or insight, but rather a place where the individual can soar in spirit. It's a very simple camp. Food is delicious, and the earth, this very piece of ground on the Growing Place Ranch, embraces them. Once that individual leaves the ranch and they go back to their life and their friends and their schools and their plays and their exams and their stresses and the bullying that occurs, every now and then throughout the year, possible solutions to their problems that might arise kind of bubble up. They may not always know exactly what to do when they go back home, but they know there's a place within them that they can find the answer. I think the thing that develops out of this, which is so beautiful, is to watch these children begin to create their own community. It is the most rewarding thing you can possibly imagine. By the end of camp, they not only have a community of camp friends, they have friends where they have a common ground where they can talk to one another. They can tell each other their concerns when and as needed. And these are individuals that don't live in the same neighborhoods because they come from so many different states here in the United States. I have wonderful visions for the Rising Stars so that they can begin their training to create their own Rising Stars programs in the future. That is going to require travel for the Rising Stars. As fundraising permits, and there will have to be fundraising because the Growing Place is nonprofit educational 501c. I am expanding my vision with them. For instance, this year I will be taking 4 Rising Stars to France for a week. They will be attending with the regular Growing Place group. So there are plenty of adults. Some of the mentors will be there, but not all. these trips or this expansion that I have for them will definitely require that we have funds available for airfares, accommodations, food. Right now, the Rising Stars is a full scholarship program, meaning that airfare is provided, airfare, transportation of any sort, housing, food, etc. All is provided. Not to mention their T-shirts, which I noticed this year some wore from last year. So it says to me that there is an imprint. Now we have a true community building, and pretty soon it truly will be a global community of rising stars.